Lads, you super excited to play a couple of games of Magic the Gathering? You as excited as I am to hit these fucking shitty balls? Or some shit? Lads, are you as excited as I am to play a game of Magic the Gathering? Boys, are you as excited as I am to play Magic the Gathering for the 743,000th day in a row for the memes? Boys, am I ever gonna learn? Am I ever going to learn, boys, not to play Magic the 8th inning unless I'm being forced to for the memes or some aids? Because why? Because why, lads? Why would any man in their right mind subject themselves to this game every day? We just don't know, Mr. Jinx. Sometimes you just gotta be a fucking slag. The friends list is working again. Me, McGee. So if that's you asking if you can have a game, then the answer is probably yes. So we got all of our lands out of the deck, so let's draw a couple more lands for the memes. You know how the game works, right, boys? This deck actually was quite fun in the final moments of the last stream. So I thought, man, let's just boot it up again. Have a fucking hour/3 hours of just unbridled aids against mono white lifelink dog shit, and then we'll move on for the GG's XD memes. Right, boys. Right, or some shit. Or some shit, right, boys. Double Maskwood Nexus. Hey, lands. That's what we want, boys. Well, you shouldn't build your deck in such a way that you get a lot of lands then, Mr. Jinx. So what's the angels, you think? Make everything an angel? Yep, obviously, boys. You think it was going to make everything a fucking merfolk or a fish? Of course not. He just wants that sweet life synergy to go with his actual... Hey, more lands, lads. To go with his actual life synergy of being the blandest fucking pussiest loser ever to wank on a fat bitch. Also, you gotta respect the synergy of double Maskwood Nexus to turn his angels into angels for the memes. Boys, absolute Brewmeister. Brewmeister Sensationalis. I love playing the same guys, doing the same thing, rubbing the same balls. So what kind of land card can we get off the top this turn, lads? What kind of landy card can we get off the top? Alright. Wasn't really a land card, was it, Mr. Cheeks? It wasn't really, so you can shut up now, you bitch. Well, I can't. Oh, we got a classic mono white, shoot it out of the sky. Fuck me.
Is it just me? Or
Alright.
getting a little warm in here?
I mean, we're just gonna have to wait and see. Wait and see. Right, boys. Oh, look at the synergy there, Cheeks. You didn't see that coming, did you? No. Ammon the Hammond. Hey, Cheeks and Lance. I hope everyone's doing alright. Me too. I hope everyone's doing okay. I mean, we are watching a game of Magic the Gathering, which suggests that we're all not okay. But at the same time, boys, I might top deck Emergent Ultimatum, which I don't play, or some other sexy card. Or this guy might think really, really, really hard about whether to spunk another angel for some more life, or to just have a wank. Like, wanking is fun, Mr. Jinx. Oh, Lance. Classic Majix. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you still can't kill Chandra.
What a warm reception.
Nice. Hey, more lands for Cheeks. More lands for the Cheeks. Classic lands, boys. So you can make another dude. If I play this, it goes up to 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it would still die. If I minus it, it doesn't really matter. I think you just hold on to your ass. Just hold on to your ass. So what have we got that's interesting? Bolus is always fun. But it won't work because he's got hexproof. Destroy all the opponent's shit. Obviously, that's pretty good. Would you like to make a token, or would you like to carry on measuring your mono white pussy virgin deck? Hey, Chinks, why'd you always get so mad straight away? Because I can't imagine a more AIDS game than this. And I just don't know why it's always the worst version of AIDS possible. I just don't understand, lads. I just don't understand why everybody has to be a virgin who touches this game. What about all of those cosplay slots? Are they virgins, Mr. Chinks? No, they're just mixed legs. True. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 lands on the field. 16 lands versus 9 lands. You've got to be able to add up to 3. 1, 3, done. Everyone else attack me, pass the turn. End of your turn, make some tokens. That's all you can do, you fucking dick splat. Nope, you're wasting damage, but fair enough. Alright, don't attack with these boys, just in case, lads. Cheeks might have that instant wrath I've got. Hey, more lands for the Cheeks. More lands for the Cheeks, for the memes. Yep, we're down to 1 basic left. Classic Magic the Gathering, boys. So if I play this, I mean, this guy's pretty stupid, so I think you might as well. Right, Lance. Right, lads. Oh my days. How can you possibly get so much AIDS from a game of such limited virgin mono white angel bullshit? He's figuring it out, boys. He's figuring it all out. Dump it and spunk it. He's finally, it's like his eyes are being opened. And unfortunately, he's being teabagged by his dad. But that's how you get mono white players in the free plays, boys. That's how you get mono white boring angel virgins. Lads. So 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. All of these guys are 8. Hey, now Cheeks can't destroy anybody. So I'll probably draw the ultimatum that destroys all permanents. Now that nobody dies. Right, lads. So one more draw for the memes, and then we'll be out of here. He's figured out he can attack me and a Planeswalker on the same turn. What a big brainer. What a big brainy boys. Classic Magics. Hey, Lance for the Cheeks. Love it. Love it. Hey, you know you only had 1 land basic in the deck, Chinks. Well, how about some more lands? Yeah, how about it? This game, boys, have I ever mentioned how much fun it is? Like, wall to wall, insane grade, Call of Duty, LAN when you're at school, after the end of term, Christmas. Put all of those things together and then invert it that you are one of Fritzl's kids. And that is what Magic feels like. Fucking shitness. You can hear kids playing outside, and you're tied up in some fucking fat cunt's basement. That is what Magic the Gathering. Where were any of these? Where were any of these, boys? Well, they will. Yep, that's what I'm waiting to hear. The babbity bab babs. Where was this guy? Well, you had to get all your lands. You had to get all of your lands. Oh my fucking days. Virgin ahoy. Virgin ahoy, lads. Classic Magic the Gathering, boys. Ultimate Virgini, boys. Would you like to play your angel? No, he's holding his dick. Lands, Cheeks. Ha ha ha! It's almost like 50 lands versus no lands. Isn't that hilarious, Mr. Cheeks? So this guy's gone full Pro Tour version net decks. But all we need is a land, and I rate our chances of winning this game extremely high. Lands, cheeks. Lands. Lands. Easy land off the top. Easy land before collected company. GG's, Mr. Cheeks. GG's and your lands, boys. 29 lands in the last game. 29 lands in the last game. No lands this time. Because this game, we know the hand algorithm is to smooth your hands. Smooth it so you don't get flooded and you don't get stranded. And it works perfectly, boys. It works perfectly, boys. Perfectly too late to be able to come back from this game. I love Magic the Virgining. It's the best. It's the fucking best. Cheeks, would you like 50 lands or 0 lands? Either way, you're playing mono white lifelink cats, so fuck your mum. Either way, Cheeks, you're playing mono white lifelink. So don't worry about actually playing a game of Majinx, because this guy's going to be dumping and spunking it, and you better hope that you draw the cards. You can either have the perfect hand, as you just witnessed with no lands, so you play 0 magic, or you can have every land in your deck and no spells, so you can also play no magic. And boys, it's just the best game. You're just sour, Cheeks. Nobody plays mono white lifelink more than once a day. You're a fucking liar. Easy lies, boys. Easy lies. Easy lies, lads. Easy lies, boys. So, the man looks like he is possibly playing Gates. I don't want to play a bog anyway. You never know, boys. You never know when you might have to go full brown bogglage. Full Boggingtons. Maybe when he has the indestructible 9/9 shitstain McBullocky choppity chops. You know, the indestructible 9/9 chop bollocker. For the classic memes, boys. 9/9 bollock chopper for the memes. Lads. Truffly, boys! So this one, we're starting to get a little bit closer towards doing the non-memes. But is this guy just going to plop Omniscience? Is this guy going to just plop the Gate card? Hondens? Nah, there's no way this guy's playing the Hondens, boys. There's no way this guy is doing the Honden memeage. I'm still going to hold on to this, because you never know. Alright, now I don't have to so much. Alright, what else? Mates, what else can we do in the world? Carry on playing fantasy spells for the memes, or do some other fantasy aids for the aids. So play Bolus, exile 2 cards from his hand, seems fine to me. That's not very good. I'll just flat say, I don't think that's a good spell when I've only got Truffly Boy on the field.
Bow in the presence of a deity.
Yeah, okay.
I'll take what is mine.
So, once again, quite a lot of human lands. However, boys, Truffly Boy is here for the classic memes. Nah, this dude can't actually be Honden's 5-hand 1 after all this, lads. Couldn't possibly be Honden's 5-hand 1. He's Honden's 5-hand 1, boys! Unbelievable, McGee's! So, would you like to return all of my lands to my hand? For the memes. Huh, boys? Do you think he wanted to put all of my guys up my pubes? Would you like me to recast my Ulamabobs? Boys. You get to have your Honden back if you do that. Which would be memes. Oh my lord, what a lad! What a lad! Boys, sometimes you gotta see a game of Majiks and you gotta say, lads, this guy is just too much of a lad for the lads. Classic Magic the Gathering. I probably shouldn't have done that, right? I should have just let it get exiled. But whatever. Whatever, we're playing another game of fucking imaginary gibberish. So what else did I see? In the Discord, lads, somebody put up an alternate version of spider spawning. I think we can give it a try. It looks different. I wouldn't say it looks better. It looks different. And sometimes looking different is even better than looking the same. That makes sense what I said, right boys? That makes sense what I said. Right, boys. Like, if it was, no one would cheat on their wives. Especially for the ugly fat bitch who lives next door. But sometimes she comes out without a bra on with her floppy fat baps. And you think, yeah, I'll give up my marriage and my kids to see what her fat ass tastes like. Sometimes you see a weasel face with saggy tits and an airheaded moron, and you think, I'll give up my PhD wife and newborn baby for a slam on the Gabby anus. Don't you, boys? Well, only one person could be stupid enough to do that, Mr. Chinks, and it's somebody with a chin minus 0.8 million. That is true, boys. You gotta have quite a weak chin before you start thinking about leaving your wife for Gabby spots. That is a fact, boys. I don't know if it's an actual fact, Mr. Chinks, but I get what you mean. Well, we'll see. We'll see's, boys. So, you think land troubles? A red land would be good. Or just land to get here. Not a Bajuka Bog, to be honest. Alright, well, you gotta play it. Gotta play it on the hopes of getting a land. Well, we didn't get it. But it should be fine. Should be fine, lands. I got lost on the way to the Pro Tour because my mum has a small dick. But it was memes. I shouldn't have played this. I should have looked at what I was doing. But, never mind. We could have just played the migration path. Still, Gruul is a nice, free play shits. Right, lads? Everybody likes a bit of the Gruul Pro Tours. Don't they, lads? Man, what's a brew, Chinks? You're a fucking mag. True. I'm a fucking mag, lads. Only 3 more turns until we're dead. Isn't that classic, Majiks? Truffly boys. I think Ulamog is the only way out, and I'm not going to reach it in time. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, doesn't matter. Play a haste creature, +3. Easy, Majiks. Easy, Majiks. Oh, he's having a bit of a brain aneurysm. He doesn't know how to add up to 4. It's tough, lads. Adding up is hard, Majiks. He's getting closer. He's getting close. Can you add up, son? You gonna attack? You gonna just carry on wanking? We got serious free play decisions. Serious free play decisions, boys. Serious free play decisions. Classic truffles. Classic truffly boys. LOLs! I'm really good at magic. You gonna get that final blapping? Who's gonna get that final blapping, Lance? Can he add up to 2? Can he add up to 2? That's the question. The big free play question. Can he add up to 2 mana? We'll find out, Lance. Can he add up to 2? Well, it doesn't matter, because I didn't draw the land that I needed, because classic magics. Classic magics. Isn't that fun, boys? It is classic fun magics. I love magics, Mr. Chinks. It's super hilarious fun. Always. It's just always fun where you look at your hand and you always think Shuffler's fine and all the rest of it. Whatevers. I mean, it's just a shit game. And I don't know why. I just don't know why anyone bothers. Like, it just doesn't even make any sense. It just doesn't even make any sense, boys. How can a single game be played by so many pussies still be the shits? Somebody called Black Lotus. That doesn't sound like a virgin at all, boys. That doesn't sound like a try-hard pussy at all, lads. You notice how biased I am against opponents now, because I just assume every game is going to be played by a dirty, boring, mono-black, virginic-sucking bitch. Because it just always is. What do you mean? You haven't played mono black once today. Yeah, it's been like 2 games since you played mono black. Yeah, I know, lads. I'm sure he plays against Truffly Boy Ramp every day. He must be tired. He must be tired of it, lads. Tired of how much Truffly Boy Ramp he has to play. But Lance, this game is incredible fun. Incredible fun. Incredible fun, boys. You know what the definition of fun is, right? It's looking at Gabby Sparks' tits. I love this game. Has there been a single game? Fuck it. You've got eyes, man. You don't need me to explain how impossible aids the lands are. That mono white game is still giving me the full aids, though. Perfect hand. On turn 6, I'm still on 2 mana. Well, what about this guy, Chinks? Well, what about this guy? He thought he'd be able to get the job done with his little penis. Because Magic the Gathering is all about having 2 land and killing a load of weenies. It just so happened that this was the one game when that didn't work out. Oh, I feel bad for Black Lotus because he's really good at magics or some aids. 13 life, all of his own doing. Isn't he a meme, boys? Isn't he a meme? Alright, I don't want to play this deck anymore. Not because I don't think it's fun. That's the opposite. I actually do think it's fun. But unfortunately, the games are not fun. Is that even a distinction, Mr. Chinks? It is. It's the exact distinction of whatever the fuck I want to talk about that makes sense. Right, boys.
Hope it's not too hot for you.
Right, boys. Do you Remember how long it took before we discovered the power of free play Truffly Boy. Hold it down against all of this dog shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 mana. So we'll have to cast this, but it's okay. Because we get to draw 5 cards. And 5 cards, lads, is memes. Drawing 5 cards, lads, is classic memes. At the beginning of Enchanted Player, this is, I mean, this is such, as Rudy might say, a Timmy's card.
Getting a little sweaty.
It's so shit. And yet everybody loves wanking it. What a shit game. Well, we're just playing tomorrow, Jinx. You can give Wizards more money. Why don't you give Wizards more money, Mr. Cheeks? So that you can play a format or a set that came out a year and a half ago and Wizards still haven't made anything better. Well, how about you play some more Historic Pauper, which is just 1 and 2 mana dog shit? I don't know. I think I'm all 1 and 2 mana dog shitted out. Actually, boys. I think I'm all Healer Hawk into +2/+2 enchantments out. Even at the risk of getting a free rare. I don't think or 20 gems. I don't think I want to play. Alright, let's see. Seems fine. 27 minutes of pure AIDS. Pure AIDS. 27 whole minutes of absolute bollocks. So Fiend Artisan was included. I don't think this is a good inclusion because it doesn't mill you when it hits the field. Right, boys? I feel like if you're going to play this, then they're just going to kill it. They're not going to kill any of these creatures because they're all bollocks. If you play this, it's going to die. But we'll see. What else? There was some other card. I'm going to actually look it up, boys. I'm going to look it up. Glowspore Shaman was in there. I don't think that's good. Scholar Grove Dancer. Whenever a land is put into your graveyard from anywhere, you gain a life. 3 mill a card. Okay, that is fucking shit. I thought for a minute he had got Smarty Boys and was playing an adventure. There's no way that is good in any, just for anything. It's fucking dumb. It makes me feel like this deck is 100% gonna be shit. So what was I thinking of? This. Add 1 mana of any color for green. Yeah, but... yeah, I mean, you get a creature in the grave. I think just flat no. Roar of the Worm. Create a 6/6 creature with flashback for 4. Alright, so if you mill it, you get a 6/6 for 4. I mean, you can try, right? He also suggests don't play Ravenous Tupes, play Murderous Rider. I'll put it at 3 for now. And Ashiok, because for 3 mana it mills you a lot. But it's also not a creature in its own right. But I understand. Why have I got 70 cards? It's because you haven't taken anything out, Mr. Chinch. Okay. So, Straight off of your balls, Lance. What do you think? Got better? Got worse? Equally shit? A load of old pubes? Where would you put your money? Floyd Mayweather or Logan Paul? Asks Dez. Attached to $5 American. Well, they've already announced that there's no winners or losers. So it just seems weird. It just seems like it's not going to be a real thing. However, I cannot see current 0-1 Logan Paul, who lost to KSI, a smaller man who grew up as an absolute nerd with no athletic pedigree, somehow being able to beat perhaps the best boxer of the modern era. I mean, Jake Paul knocking out Ben Askren, who may or may not have taken a saucy dive, you never know, does give a lot of YouTubey twats the idea that you can be really, really, really shit at something and still look like you're quite good, a la our lad Cocaine's boys. But I don't think that's going to happen this week. What I am very interested to see is Jake Paul versus Tyrone Woodley. If that isn't an absolute obliteration, I'll be surprised. But you never know who's taking a dive. A lot of these fighters are getting paid more than they've ever been paid to do anything. And if you're already happy with like, well, I've had 5 successful UFC title defenses, I'll take a dive for 400 grand, then why not? Then why not, dude? Dude, you know, like, why? Well, then why not? Yeah, it can easily go that way. Instead of why, then just why not, boys? Jake versus Woodley is the showdown of the telegraphed right hands. Absolutely, except one of them is coming from a world champion MMA guy, and the other guy is coming from YouTube's McLosers. I still feel like I have to bet on the boy Woodlebeanos. But who can say? Who can say, boys? What do you think? Play the Murderous Rider or hold my own Murderous Rider? Easy, easy. I just did it. Would I take a dive for 400 grand? All day long? I'll fucking Royal Rumble myself over the top rope for 50 grand. Well, maybe not 50 grand. Nice bit of classic synergy to go with my reanimate deck. Wouldn't you agree, lads? Nice bit of classic, my cheeks. So it's dangerous to use any of these. Each opponent discards a card. Alright, let's just use this. So get to put something back on the field. What do you think? I don't know. I think a lot of my creatures aren't all that good. I mean, I would personally do it for 50 bags. I think that's where we're standing on the situation, lads. So return a lad up your balls. Fiend Artisan is going to be big. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't do 2 spells. Oh, I can. Alright, let's try it then. Alright, we've got a couple of shit dudes. He can take the Fiend Artisan, which I said I didn't think was going to be good in this deck, but I didn't think I'd be getting beaten by it. For the memes. But we shall see how the game progresses. Yeah, I suppose that's a good enough alternative. Lance. Thiefy boy! That's not very good. This is that's more of an interesting game than I thought I would think. Why are we taking dives? Why not just win? Because maybe you wouldn't be offered the fight if you weren't committed to taking a dive. Does this guy not know about reach? This guy doesn't know about reach, Lance. You'll make more money if you win. I mean, you're talking about a real fight. I don't think you do make more money if you win in a fight between Logan Paul and anyone else. I think everybody is just doing the Monkapube memes. I think everybody is just doing the Monka McPubes. Heavy blocks. Has it got Massacre Worm? Nope. Yeah, I mean, if somebody said, hey, Cheeks, would you take a dive against Merchant for 50 grand? I think I would take it. That's like, what? A decent amount of wages. Obviously, the tax on that would be $4 trillion. So, I'd have to be back on the YouTubes the next day begging for donations to pay for my taxes. But that's just memes. Even though I might want to batter Merchy Boys. I mean, who cares? Right? How quickly have we already forgotten about Ben Askren? It's just like, who cares? Ben Askren is like, I don't know. What's your attitude on old Benny Boys? He was fat and out of shape, but he looked like he did cocaine literally the morning before the fight. He got kneed out of his fucking boots by Masvidal. That seems more embarrassing than losing to a YouTuber. So I don't think there's... Yeah, it feels like there's less shame in it. But who can say? Is there anyone in Magic you wouldn't take a dive for 50 grand? I don't think so. Pussy Kenobi would absolutely have to get battered. But then if I thought I had accidentally knocked him out, I'd just take a dive on the way down myself. Like, I would have to book a 12-round fight against Pussy Kenobi and just body shot him for 10 rounds. And then at the end, just fall over. And if anyone is like, well, that looks a bit suspicious, I'll just say, Lance, it was memes. It was memes, Lance, the whole time. Target player Mills 4. Alright, Ashiok could be somebody who makes the grade. Ashiok could be a land who gets allowed to stay on the pitch because of the memes. What do we want to do here? Double Maya Triton? Or just kill Chandra? I think we could do 1 and 1.
I am out of here.
That's correct. So Roar of the Worm I don't mind. Even though it's not a creature, I still think it's okay. Ashiok, also okay. Fiend Artisan, not okay. Oof, this guy's run into a legit brick wall edge. How many lands you gonna give up for a 6/6? Oh, easy blocks. Easy blocks. At least this guy's playing quick. Hey, lads. He might have haste somehow. You never know. You never know, lads. Easy majiks. I mean, wow, look at the name. He wasn't lying. Do you think he's a secret YouTuber and his whole thing is playing within 11 seconds? No decisions, just spunk it. Because that game was alright. That game was okay because of the speed at which he conducted his little bolts. Made it much more interesting than whatever the fucks. Grizzly Salvage is in the deck. You must have seen it towards the end. Tiago says, I would take a dive for anyone in Magic's for 50 Lodge. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, from a personal standpoint, I would have to punch up Pussy Kenobi. That guy's just pure... Everything about that guy, millennial attitude-y thing, if you want to say that, just needs a relentless beating. Relentless beating, lads. And then take a dive at the end. Classic. And not even just a full combat Shawn Michaels dive. Shawn Michaels versus Hulk Hogan dive is what's doing. And if everybody in the crowd had bet human money on it and then started flinging chairs in the ring, I would still just fully pretend to be dead. I would just rely on my corner to save me from all the shit being flung in the ring. This is assuming, like, in Imagination Land, anyone would turn up. We're going imaginary bollocks. Okay, boys? Imaginary bollocks. So it might be a bit too soon to play this. But we'll see. I want to see if it is actually good. I thought this card would be really sexy. But it just isn't. It's not played in standard. It's not played anywhere. But then I also thought Grim Slayer was going to be really rude. And it wasn't. Boys. What? He was waiting for planes the whole time, Lance! Classic memes. Getting paid to fight Magic YouTubers. I'd pay to fight them. Yeah, but that's the thing. We'd all pay to fight them. We'd all shell out a few dollarinos for the honor of slapping pubes. Boys. But, yeah, it's just so slow. The fact that you have to tap it to do that. That's the thing. How much would you... Well, not even how much would you take. How much would I take to take a dive and then never admit it was a dive against someone in the MTG community? If we're applying it to the real world, I don't think anyone would believe anyone could truly be knocked out by someone like Merchant. So the whole thing would be a giant scam off the bat. Alright, what are we doing here? What are we doing here, Lance? Okay. How many lads you got in the grave? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's alright. 6 lads, probably okay. Yeah, we're doing 2 hypotheticals. How much would you take to get knocked out? And how much would you take if it was realistic? Oh, not this virgin shit. I really want to just 50 million scoot swarmy pussies. Yeah. Alright, you did it, sir. You managed to play the old classic build. You managed to play the old classic build of being a pussy. Well done. Well done. For a minute, it looked like he might be doing something that he thought of, but this is Magic the Gathering, boys. That's not how decks work. That's not how decks work, you stupid tarts. Tiago says, but what if Merchant was hungry and you had a chicken leg in the pocket? What if any of those things? If I had a food token that had 100,000, I don't know why this comes up. Well, it takes a while to fix problems, Mr. Jinx. Alright, we're doing the classic beats. Classic Pro Tour obliteration beats. Boys. For the memes. For the memes, boys. Classic Pro Tour beats. Shuffler and all that. Right, boys? Shuffler and all that, eh, lads? Easy, Mojikes. Easy, Mojikes. Oh, but Mr. Chinks, you won on turn 3. Yeah, but he was going to win on turn 4, boys. That's what would have been memes. That's what would have been memes. Oh, how do you know he's going to win on turn 4? Just because he's milling all of his big boys. Lucas Parent says, can I add you to my friends list, lads? Friends lists edition are 7,000 rupees. Or, alright, if you beat my favorite net deck, you can stay on forever. Otherwise, you have to just do the direct challenges. That's my name. Dr. Bumcheeks, hashtag 78910. You play me, and if you win, you get to go on the list. If you lose, you go in the grave. Classic Magic the Gathering, boys. That's how it's going to go for the rest of time. If you can't beat fucking turn 2 smack bang bollocks, and you have to play Ultimate Brew, by the way. You have to play any spells that cost less than 5, then you're disqualified. Classic Magics. Any spells that cost less than 5, and you get disqualified. Boys. Alright, what are we playing this time? Lance, for the classic beams. For the classic beams. I don't even know what this deck is. Hopefully, it's amazing. Someone else says, I hope someone rage cheeks. Why? Because of what happened to DS Peoplers? I mean, we do all sort of wish for Ice Poseidon 2 to bomb in. Oh, lads! He's really fucking embarrassed himself there. He accidentally walked into Dr. Cheeks' office with his best deck, but his best deck has Virgin Lands. How do you save the embarrassment, boys? How do you escape the embarrassismo Ada Treesmos in 2019? Every time I say some fucking virgin pussy, and he's secretly in the back with those lands the whole time. Boys. Absolute memeage. Absolute memerded. Cheeks, he was doing the memes the whole time. He was doing the memes the whole time, Lance. Make that a creature? Nah. So, if you're wondering why I didn't minus it, I was worried about it getting shocked or something, because we actually have the combo that we were looking for to combo. Can you believe such a thing, boys? The game didn't give me 100 million refurbishes and no Parhelions. It gave me the exact thing that I would have wanted. Almost as if Legs VD himself designed the deck. Can ye believe it, dudes? Can ye believe it, dudes? Can ye believe it? So, with 5 mana, how can he get out of this? He could play a Goldspan Dragon and kill the Khan, which would be good, but I can still crew the Parhelion. The best card for him would be Glory Hullbringer, because then he could kill one of the lads and the Khan. Mizzix Muffery. Search a library for a dragon, put it onto the field. Easy. Isn't that easy? Like, boys, be super quiet. I can still crew the Parhelion and block. I can still crew the Parhelion and do the blocks. But we'll see. So I can block that easy. Easy blocks. Easy blocks! Yep. Easy blocks, boys. It doesn't have haste. Never mind, A-Lads. So let's see. He can do 10 damage, in theory. Dragonstorm, Sweltering Suns, Sweltering Pubes, I guess. I mean, you can still cast it though, right? Yeah, it's just activated abilities. So probably say this. Maze Mind. So let's imagine what's going on. Sweltering Suns does 3. That is the wrong colour to be cast. That can't be cast. Pirate's Pillage. Okay. Gonna get out with it with 3 manas, boys. 4 manas! Is he gonna escape with the 4 manas of doom? Exile a card that costs 4, blow up all the boys. Okay. Easy, Majix. Easy. I definitely don't look like a big virgin with my virgin lands. Do I, lads? I look like an absolute memer. Absolute memer. Cuisina. Absolute memer Cuisina, lads. Easy, Majix. Luke fully spent £30 on his lands, and he listens to me every day say everybody who uses those lads are a fucking virgins. How do you have the frontery, boys? The fronterage to do the effrontery of playing virgin lands in a Dr. Cheeks stream, thinking that it would just go by and nobody would notice. He didn't have time to swap them out from the net decks. Classic Magic the Gathering, boys. Classic Magic. What'd I just say to this guy? Lucas, you gotta earn your spot. That's how we do it now. You have to play A direct challenge. And if you win, then you go on the list. That's how we're doing it now, boys. You have to... This has to be a pantheon. We can't just have fucking dweebs who A, disappear, and B, turn up with their fucking Virgin lands. That would be insane, boys. Insane pupillage. Insane pupillage. Pupillage, boys. So it costs 1, it costs 2 to sacrifice this. That's so balls. Alright, so our spider spawning deck turned into a fucking beatdown deck for the classic Magic the Gathering AIDS. Isn't that fun? I don't know, Chinks. I'm gonna say no. No, you're right, it isn't fun. But we'll still see what happens. So far, I am on board with Ashiok being in the deck. It does encourage people to attack you, like Personal Bunny said in the chat. And because it's got such a high recursion-y mill, it's on for 3. I can't think of a single spell that can mill 16 cards all by itself. Plus, in this day of graveyard schmooblage, being able to exile your opponent's graveyard is pretty good. And we all forget about this. So, that does a lot. That does a lot. Doesn't it, lads? That does a lot, doesn't it, lads? Well, this guy seems to have gotten a little bit of the AIDS in his pants. This guy seems to be in a bit of a mood. But, boys, we're all grown up here, right? Death 13. I read manga on the train so everyone can see that I'm cool. I read it standing up with the fucking page pressed right against my glasses because I am a powerful fucking Hokage schmeeblage or fucking some shit, I don't know. What are you gonna do, boys? Who was the guy? I forgot his name. I feel like it was Panda or something. Lucas Parent. Direct challenge. And bring your absolute best deck. Just make sure you don't have any virgin lands in it. Absolute best deck. And if you can break the chains of AIDS, then you can make it to the Pantheon of Doom. I'm going to do the cull. I'm going to do the cull right now. CGB gets to stay. Because, you know, it's good PR to pretend that I got lads in high places. Agreed, boys? Everyone else has to re-earn their spot. Everyone else has to re-earn their place on the board. Unless you are Patreons or something, because I got taxes to pay. I got taxes to pay, lads. So, don't know who this is. Everyone's gone. Everyone's gone. How do I get rid of them? If they watch the stream, then they know why they're off. Agui Loco's around a lot. I think if you're around a lot, you get to stay. Beelzy Boybs 2. Bruce all day. Chloroplasmiums. Crack Habit Rabbit. He can stay. Fucking mag. Des. Classics. Alright, this is taking too long, so I'll stop in a minute. Joe What Up? I remember that name, but still. We only keep the creme de la balls. Creme de la balls. Boys. Kiwi probably can stay. Just because he's a mag. Jiggle Floyd. Nah, it's got to go. Classic old school man. But still, we all got to do the aids. Luddite Dread. Yeah, he could stay. He's one of the lads. Omega, sad times. He used to be around all the time. He gave up magics. Gave up the whole of magics. What a lad. What an absolute lad. Boys. He had more power than any of us. He actually looked at magic and said, you know what? This game is fucking shit. And I'm not playing it anymore. Amazing stuff. The Beyonder and the Beyond. I remember both of these names. Swifty! Didn't we just play that guy? Lance? Didn't we just play that guy? And I specifically said that guy was playing swiftly when we slapped him around. Boys. He failed the challenge. He's out of here. There might be pancakes. Literally never heard of that name before. 3-piece. He's alright. Tiago's fine. Timmy shits. Nah. Some of these I feel bad because I recognize the name, but if you don't play me every day, well, I actually quite like not being spammed. So maybe we'll sort all of this out. Alright, we're almost at the end. Willis, he used to be around a lot. I haven't seen him in ages, Lance. Alright, I think there are some very close hangers on. I think his name was Swift, not Swifty. Oh, okay. I think there's some very close people who are just holding on by the skin of their balls. I don't know if it matters. 23 is still way too high. We'll figure it out. Yeah. Direct challenge. Lucas. Hashtag 78910 is my thing. You have to use the cat. You sent me a friend request, so you know how to do it. Alright, boys. We'll do a quick imaginary poll in the chat. Should I use, number 1, premium deck? Premium dump it and spunk it deck? Or number 2, the best version of either Bolus or Dragons that you have? Boys. We can't go classic 10 mana Mimas, because otherwise you might catch the 8s. Right, lads. Right, Lance. Whale biologist says the best bolus. Alright, I think that's more, if we were going to coin the phrase, on brand. Playing the best Bolinos deck is more schmeebly than anything else. Hey, boys, we do like a little bit of the mono white lifelink cats, don't we, Lance? We do like a little bit of the mono white lifelink cats. Hey, boys, how about some more lifelink cats for the extra memes, boys? So what do I do? Skull Prophet or just really get artisans ready to blap? I think mono white always needs a bit of a beat. Oh, shuffler lads. The shuffleinos is fine. The shuffleinos, boys. Shuffleinos. Okay, maybe he's got a Wrath of God or something, I don't know. Is he gonna give Pink, the saucy Boobamatron woman, the flips? I would flip the shit out of this woman. Oh, but Cheeks! Look at that jawline, Mr. Cheeks. Are you sure you don't want to flip one of these up your ass? That's the joke, lads. Tavern Swindler is a classic bongleration. You heard it, lads. Classic bonglerage. He has just bonglet himself, though, for the memes. Classic Magic the Gathering. Classic Magic the Gathering. Nobody wins flips. Even if he had won the flip, he had lost, so it didn't matter. I think I made a good point there. Right? Tavern Swindler. What would you do, boys? For reals. Let's have a proper grown-up debate about... It's Pride Month, right? It's Pride Month. And we all need to grow up thinking you wouldn't stick a dick in your ass. Come on, it's 2019. Would, if you... This is all fine, right? This is absolute third pick, no problems. But what if under one of these cards, you turn it over, and says vagina, and says vagina, that says absolute massive bonglage. What do you do, lads? Are you playing this game? You flipping that coin? Or are you saying, you know what, I'm just going to go home and have a wank. I don't have to have any existential life crisis thinking about whether I'm gay or not by pulling your pants down. Chinks, you're showing your ignorance. If you suck Bloody's cock, you're not gay. You're straight as a dime, because Bloody is a woman. Yeah, but she's got a big dick. Excuse me, Mr. Chinks. Trans women are women. And if you want to suck a cock, it doesn't mean that you're not sucking a woman's cock. So I don't know what you're fucking talking about. I'm going straight off to the Board of Authority, and I'm going to say you're being very, very naughty. Well, would you take that flip, lads? That jaw is just, it's too much. I've convinced myself. That face is just too much, boys. That is a fucking boxer's chin. I feel like I could roundhouse that and they would barely take a step backwards. I've convinced myself, Lance. That person is banned from rugby in Australia for a women's team. For a men's team, first pick, Lance. Safer proposition, do it in the bum. Yeah, but does that still make you gay? Excuse me again, I'm back. I'm the woman of squibbly booblibs. And having sex with a woman's anus because she doesn't have a vagina, because she's got a huge penis, still means she's a woman, excuse me. So even if you had sex with her bumhole, it would make you exactly as gay as if you sucked her cock, which is 0%. You Hitler. Okay, boys. I mean... Hey, boys! Somebody got lost on their way to the Pro Tour, didn't they? Somebody got a bit lost on their way to the Pro Tour, you filthy fucking virgins. All this talk about tranny bunglers, it made us number bubbles. Right? That made sense what I said. All of this transgendery bonglerino talk has made us first pick, first pack, sack, back, whack, and crack. And all that. Alright, how are we getting lads in the grave? I suppose this guy is quite good. One lad. That ain't good. Alright. We got good blocks, I guess. Luke says, Cheeks, what would you do if you were facing the most beautiful ass you've ever seen stuck on a wall? You can't tell if it's a woman or a man's. I think I would slap it. Because if you slap a man's ass, I think it's okay. You could just pretend like it was for the footballs. Yeah? You could just be like, lads, it's not gay. It's just a pat on the bumhole. Easy, majigs. Just a pat on the behind for the memes. I can't believe I'm bothering to play a fucking virgin like this. I can't believe I'm bothering to play a free play, full art land, Torby boy goblin vagina. What an idiot. Get the fuck out, you filthy pussy. I don't know why he conceded, but I mean, who cares? He's a fucking embarrassment to this game. How can he be an embarrassment, Mr. Chinks? Everybody who plays Magic is a fucking bitch. Lucas, what happened to his challenge? I was actually looking forward to this being a new thing. Because if it is, everybody gets deleted. Even the lads. Oh, boys, who's this? This guy's... We didn't think about deleting the online lads. Who's My Little Pony? Lucas, how can you not figure it out? Instead of pressing this, you just press this. It's the same name. I don't need your ID, do I? I'm fairly certain you don't need to go back and forward. All right, send me yours, and then we'll try it that way. Seven 4370. Been ages since we did this, isn't it, lads? So, you do both need to do it. That's so fucking stupid. Well, at least we did it. At least we got there, lads. I think that's about as much bolus as you can have, right? I think it might be a bit too much bolus, boys. I'll give everyone a chance. Okay, cast out. Elspeth conquers AIDS. I mean, he has not given himself... He's allowed me to fuck around for 4 turns. That is dangerous. However, boys, I don't really have any plays. We gotta get a land off the top. Oh, classic Majiks. Unfortunately, not the best land. So, cast out on 4. We got 3. Oh, okay, he's given up the cast outs, but we do have 3 Boomerlax, boys. Okay, getting a little hornier now. Just 1 more black land off the top. That's what we need. Classic Majiks. Oh, classic Majiks. He's up to the fabled 5 mana, boys. Before we've done our boo-boos. Before we've even done anything, lads. Oh, lads. That is classic Majiks. Classic Majiks. Oh, classic Majiks. So, Fumigate, return X cards from your grave to your hand. That's not very nice. Yeah, that's a shame. Well, that's what we're going to have to take. We got Erebos's intervention for this, but I think we can lose 1 card in exchange for 1 more. Bounty, boys! Fair enough. So, land off the top for the big Boomerlax. Oh my god, I've got 8. Corpse Grinder. Corpse Grinder's putting some realization on the sensation of Majiks. He's probably still watching. That's the wrong land, so no more Boomerlax. Nah, everyone should keep it in the right spirit. If you're playing, you shouldn't be watching. Oh, lads. Classic Majiks. Elvish Rejuvenate. Oh, okay. So I can Boobalux 3 turns in a row. Okay.
Will remake the multiverse in my image.
Interesting decision. I mean, he could have sacrificed the land. So he has to play this. And then we just play another one. Alright, maybe not. Exile the top 7 cards. Okay, we'll see what happens. Okay. None of that is that big of a deal. Play this and then this.
Other schemes to attend to.
Blowing up the Bajuka Bog wasn't the right land, by the way, lads. Maybe I should have held the Erebos, just in case we were getting some more graveyard bollocks.
My power is boundless.
Boundless, lads. Just in case, you never know. You never know when old mystical dispute might come in handy. Not today, though.
My intellect is without limits.
Alright, this is it. Oh, lads, he's fucking falling on his balls. Classic Magic the Gathering. He's failed the challenge, boys. Failed the challenge. Let's have a look at what was going on. He didn't play a hardcore porno deck. You have to admit that. From the early looks of it, it looked like a Tezzeret deck. Man, this is just a fun load of old shit. These are the kind of decks that we wish we could play in free play. Multiple win conditions, not even fringe, just shit cards that you just want to use, but not in 2019, lands. Not in 2019. It looks fine. I like Marionette Master. I feel like you must have a tough time playing regular games, because it looks like you would lose to Mono White Lifelink Cats quite frequently there. Okay, any way of making this deck any better, lads? 2 Fatal Push. I really am guarding myself against something. I don't think I need any Fatal Push. In theory, I'm going to gain so much life back, I can afford to be behind early days. I'm going to try it this way. So 4 mana is where I start getting Mujixed. 4 mana is where I start getting Mujixed. Cathar's Crusade. What about it? What about it, lads? Oh, DSP is playing Call of Shits tonight. That is an event, lads. That is an event. The problem is, because he keeps getting all of his money from like one of 4 peeps who will plop $190 in the first 10 minutes, he just doesn't allow his full personality to spew out of his anus. It's sad that we might be losing classic DSP boys. We don't even care about DSP, you fucking bitch. Boys, if you don't care about DSP, do you even care about life? Do you even care about the things that exist in the cosmos beyond our own realm? Because DSP exists in a weird plane that is inexplicable. Stephen Hawking would give up trying to understand the nuances of being an atrophied, lying, begging fucking blob. And still raking those beans in. Boys, still being part of the axis of AIDS with him and Low Tier God and Wings. All the other ones, I would say, are a lot easier to categorize. Wings is a fat blob, and he gets trolled relentlessly. Low Tier Shits looks like an alpha male, but behaves like a pussy, and that draws in a lot of people who would never have had an alpha male friend, but would have had a lot of pussy friends. That makes sense. But DSP doesn't make any sense. He doesn't make any sense. No, you're not allowed to talk about anything important on the channel. You're not allowed to do... You're not allowed... All you're allowed to ask is what he had for dinner. He will spend 2 hours every stream, pre-gameplay, making up bullshit. Anything. Just making up shit. Whether it's about his life, whether it's about his taxes, whether it's about factual filing of legal documents, he'll just make it up. And if anyone's like, actually, I think you're wrong, banned. Although, if you watched it earlier, I only watched a little bit, he was bombarded with trollage. Literal 50-to-1 messages were saying the N-word and they want to fuck his wife. 50-to-1. And then one guy would be like, hey DSP, are you having a fun time? Next one, somehow they managed to get the N-word through the filters and would just blasting his ass. And he just did the classic dweeb of just pretending it wasn't happening. The classic picture of that dog in the room that's on fire was him. But boys, it was memes. Cheeks, what did you have for dinner? I actually haven't had any dinner yet. I don't know what I'm gonna have. Oh, I do know what I'm gonna have. I defrosted some chicken breasts. So we're going to have chicken breasts with Nando's extra hot sauce, because I'm an extra sexy man. And that is the correlation that works. Boys. Extra hot sauce that somehow is still ultra bland. But what can you do? This is England, where we have to make up our own curry dishes. Otherwise, we'll all die. Classic magics. 2 weeks away from the Euros, boys. How badly are England going to embarrass themselves this year? Lose 2-1 against Romania in the group stages, or lose 6-2 against France in the quarterfinals. Only one of those two things can happen, Lance. Only one of those two things. Okay, the man's alive. 3 removalage. 1 lad. 1 more lad for the memes. I might put the new Liliana in this deck. Actually. As a 6-mana lad, I think it's pretty good. As a 6-mana lad, I think Liliana is not bad. So, mono green. What do we think? Mono green mutate, mono green scoot swarm. One of those two, right? It can't be. It's not going to be anything else. Do you think this guy's playing Harmonize? Is he really busting his balls? And this is Triumph is pretty unusual. But it also makes me feel like he's trying to get as much land as possible. And why do you need that much land? Unless you're doing the memes. Why do you need that much land if you're not doing the memes? More land? Has to be... It's one of those two, right? Or maybe it's just boost into Ulamog. The man has literally zero magic other than ramp. Zero but ramp. One card left. Is it gonna be Ulama Jams? Or is it gonna be Spamama Joibs? One card left, lads. He's got the full 10 mana. There's nothing I can do. Obviously, we can exile Ulamog if that's what he has. Unless he gets rid of the Triome, then we can't. Hey, even worse. Even more of a virgin than we thought. Just free play Ugin Virgins for the classic virginity memeage. Classic virgins, boys. Just when you think Magic couldn't be any more boring. Virgins. Virgins, lads. I love Magic the Gathering. GG's, I was a virgin the whole time. Mono green virgin ramp. GG's to me, Dad. Virgins for the memes. Of course we do. Yes, please. I love being a virgin. It reminds me of why Magic the Gathering is played by so many fucking virgins. Isn't it, Dad? And I gotta say GG's because everyone knows you have to say GG's. Because what's the point of being a virgin unless everybody knows? But the joke's on you, sir. We already knew you were. We already knew you were when you were playing Ugin in free play and gloating about it, playing against wolves because of the memes. What a nice guy. What a nice guy, lads. These are the kind of guys I can't wait to get back to playing when the shops open again. When Magic the Gathering shops open again, I cannot wait to play a man like this. When I'm sitting at the fun table. The free play table, obviously. I cannot wait, boys. I cannot wait, boys. Looks like he's got a bit of a theme going. Just big virgin cards. So, he has to top deck Ugin off the top, or he's in a bit of, spot of bollocks. Oh dear! What happened, son? But you GG'd! But boys, this absolute powerhouse of Magic the Gathering did a GG's, I've got Ugin and Ulamog and you've got nothing. I've won. GG's. And then, lads, Dr. Cheeks was like, well, I've got a Tolsimir and you've got nothing except a tiny, shriveled, boring cock and balls that's never been used on anything except an orange, because lots of people think it's memes to fuck a watermelon or a mango, but he doesn't need a fruit that big. He could fuck a tangerine with his willy and it wouldn't pop out the other side. Classic fun, boys. Classic one-dimensional free play pussies. Literally only 4 cards that would have done anything in the whole game. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 3 then. Only 3. Boys. Hilarious fun. Hilarious fun. Mono green nothings. Boys. What a lad. What an incredible fun time that we all had. Boys. I don't like sending the GGs generally. It takes a lot for me to do a GGs because I feel like you perpetuate the AIDS. That guy needs to know he was a fucking bitch. And I saw him being a bitch and I just calmly closed the book on it. Instead of joining in with what virgins do. Well, I don't know. Did you actually calmly close the book? Or did you spend 5 minutes calling him a virgin? They're the same thing. They are the same thing, lads. Alright. This guy's 3 colors. So he's, in theory, 3 times as much fun as the last guy. In theory. Oh, in practice, he might be 4 times as much as the 8s. But we'll wait and see. So, for some reason, if you ever see me play, I get these guys mixed up every single game. I get these lads mixed up every time, and I never really know why. For the memes, probably. Oh, the World Tree. Boys. This guy could be going full memes. This guy could be going full fucking meme. Oh, he's a virgin as well. Never mind, lads. I thought we were going memes. Instead, we're going cuisines. What are you gonna do? Okay, I mean... Okay, Gods is okay. Heliod's is 8s. Gods is okay, Heliod's is 8s. That is how we do the magics. No. Alright, that was unfortunate that wasn't a black land. Otherwise, we really could have done a blap and the blaps. Nightpack Ambusher for the memes, or just draw a card? Okay, I know what to do. So, he's got all the colors, but how do you win this game? I've got protection from 8s. But only 2 gods are this color of 8s. Lands. Lifelink? Yeah, but you need another lad. Oh, he hasn't got another lad! He's just... Oh, he has! What's happened, boys? Why am I getting 8s? What am I not seeing that's giving me 8s? I thought this could only attack if another creature was faffing around. Do I not understand the magics, boys? Boys, do I not understand the magics? This is just a regular man. This is the other one. I'm thinking of the 3 mana Ronus. Lance. There's me doing the magiques about nothing. So if he blows everyone up, we got Night Pack Ambusher. That's fine. Alright. Classic magics. Oh, so that worked out pretty well. That's pretty good. Now we can lily my exit. So I presume everyone's going to blow up again. Scry to the top must be blow-ups. Extinction event for even. Easy magiques. This has been a good game. His thingy is really going to have saved him. The, what's it called? The green thing. The green thing is going to save him. 1, 4, 5, 6. So he's got 7 mana. He needs 3 more mana for a world tree, and I presume I will 100% die from that. But Lance, this guy went from being a classic Virgins to playing an actual gods tribal. Actual gods, not even memes gods. So what does he get here? Extinction event, you think? Extinction event does save him from getting blaps and stops me from drawing any cards. Or do you kill the Liliana? Or do you go big magiques and destroy all permanents? Because your permanents are indestructiblington, boys. Well, we're not going to know. We're not going to know, lads. For the memes. Sorry, boy. Playing Sorin would be fun. Alright, well, we'll see. I might actually have lethals, as they say. We'll see if there's lethals. We'll see if there's lethals with old Sorry boys. Damn. Imagine winning with a top deck Sorin after the guy played whatever the fuck. Masterminds. He played Masterminds and passed the turn. That took a big set of balls. It did cost him the entire match. But Lance, what kind of a memer takes Mastermind's acquisition, looks at a field like this when they would have been on 1 life and says, Lance, there's no way this guy has a Wolf Pompidos. Even though I've already got rid of 1. There's no way he could have another one. But Lance, nobody could have expected a Sorini voice. Yeah, he could have got Settle the Wreckage. But he just held his balls. And it cost him. It cost him big spaghettis. But that, lads, it took me a while. That's one thing I don't like about Magic. That is my fault. I'm so biased against every game that before you realize you're actually in the middle of a fun time brew, it's too late, because you've already said the game's AIDS and your opponent's a bitch for playing turn 3 Heliod or whatever the fuck he did. But Lance, yeah, that's a game that we have to say was fine. You only say it was fine because you won, Mr. Cheeks. Winning is basically the best feeling in the all of Magic. So, if you had lost, you would have been crying in the bath. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, you guys know how much I love the dots. You guys know how much I'm desperate for the dots. Oh, mono black magics. Isn't that fun? Isn't that fun, Mr. Cheeks? Do you think we play enough mono black? Dump your hands, spunks. I think it's not fair. I don't think it's fair the amount of incredible fun time aids we play. So we've got a lot of options. I think just plopping this is probably fine. Probably fine, dudes. Alright. What do you think? Fatal Push? Doomblade? One of those. Either way. We got 3 removal spells and then 2 sexies. So it's easy magics. I'm a world champion. I've got a world champion's toy. Look how big it is. It's because I won the world title 11 times. Why are you so mean, Mr. Cheeks? Everyone who does anything, you say it makes them a slag. It does. Boys, do you not know the world of magics? Anyone who does anything is a slag. Especially slags with their shitty TikToks. Especially slags with slaggy TikToks, boys. Especially. Alright, move it along, son. Where's that guy Swifty? We need him back. That guy was the fucking best opponent of all time. Every fucking play was just bing bang bang schmiggly bing bangs. Every play was exactly 7 seconds long. I need that guy back. Classic magics. Well, I haven't got any land. It's not fair, Dad. It is true. The man doesn't have any land. It's not fair. 2:30. We still got all night, lads. What shall I do for the rest of my night? What shall I do for the rest of my evening? Shall I play Persona Superstar Strikers, or whatever that fucking game is called? Shall I rub my balls? Shall I say GG's XD's for the memes? What do you think, lads? What films are there to watch? What series are there to watch for a lad like me? So, because of the counterspell risk, I think you just hold your balls. Unfortunately, a game in which I'm holding my balls has been, 10 times longer than it should be, because people are dumb. Definitely wait for the wolf trigger. Well, I don't think he could have done it any other way, Master Chinks. Stop being a bitch. Shut up. Gleaming man. But now your ball beans are all over the place. His ball beanos are all over the shop.
I hunt bigger game. Try not to lose your head out here.
I'm going to let him off. And I know that seems unlike me, because he's got the Virgin lands. But he was playing armies, and I think armies is fun. I don't give that enough credit. I think armies is a decent enough deck, boys. DSP Restream, Des is the best, man. He knows what I would watch. DSP is absolutely unwatchable as a streamer. He is unbelievably shit and insanely boring. But, boys, when it comes to Call of Duty, I've never seen somebody just make up stories. Like, imagine me on my worst day, and then times me by Desolator Magic. That's like 10% of the bullshit. He talks about the most inane. He ran into a completely open place while reloading his gun, and he gets shot in the face, and he'll spend 5 minutes complaining about how it's the game's fault. And all of his viewers, I don't know what they think. Do they think, yeah, it's good, he's telling the truth, that really happened? Or do they think, you know what, boys, I think he's talking eights. But I still want to give him $210, just in case. I still want to give him $210, because he's a good lad. He's a good lad who's just come under some hard times by not paying any tax and lying to the government and being a fucking asshole. But lads, I just want to help him out. I want to help him out to the tune of $20,000 a year for that level of bollocks. He doesn't even have a Discord. Darkside Phil doesn't even have a Discord channel because it's memes, boys. He doesn't even have a Discord channel. Can you believe such a thing, Lance? Can you believe such a thing, boys? You saw me turn that off. You literally saw me turn that off. I wanted to flash in a wicked wank. Okay, I take that back. You can't flash in wicked wanks. Once again, boys, I am confused as to which wolf I am looking at. Once again, Lance, I am confused about which wolf is on my screen. Classic Majinx. Everybody tells me The Expanse. I tried it twice. I've tried watching The Expanse twice, and I haven't got through the first episode. I saw people fucking in space, and it was bollocks. People were fucking in zero. Some guy had a stupid hat on. I can't look past those things, Lance. If somebody's got a stupid hat on, you're a mag. What do you want me to do about you and your stupid hat, boys? So what has he got? 5 mana. Looking at his graveyard. Croxy boy. Hopefully we can get this sword, lads. Hopefully we can get this sword to stick. Yeah, but then you'll fill his graveyard for the memes. That's true, boys. That is true. We couldn't get the graveyard to stick. He was just too good at magic, boys. Croxer is just too much fun. Yeah, I'm out of here.